Welcome back, guys. Let's put this in the ether. You know what? One thing that men hates, right? Men hate being corrected by their woman. All right. If you're a woman, right, you watch my channel. Do one thing, all right. If you see a guy who had to make a decision, right, a decision, and you know in your heart it might be the wrong decision, right? No matter what it is, don't correct him, right? He will not learn unless he make that decision, unless he fail, right? You're depriving him of lesson. If you know in your heart that it might be the wrong decision and might lead to him to his failure, right? Don't correct him, because this failure is his lesson. Every man need a lesson, no matter how hard it is, right? He had to own up to his mistakes, because if he don't own up to his mistakes, right, he's not gonna learn. And if you correct him, right, deprives him of his masculinity. How would you feel? How would a guy feel if he know that his wife got a better idea than him, right? I don't want to say some inferiority complex or some weakness or some. It feels emasculating, right? When your wife are correcting you, it's like that feeling when they say, "See, I told you so." No guys wouldn't live through that. It's better off to let a guy make his own mistakes, right? It's less. It's just better that way, because how do I explain this, right? Because the pressure is not on you. The pressure is on him, right? Eventually you'll make it through this kind of whatever obstacles it is, whatever his mistake is. But he have to own up to it. You can't correct him. Like a decision, like for say if you're moving, right? If you say you want to move somewhere, right? Just let him decide. The man had to be the deciding factor, right? In all relationships, right? And if it's a wrong decision, hey, let him own up to it. He's gonna learn, and he's not gonna do it again. At least he don't have the conscience of his wife nagging him, and say, "Hey, I told you so," and all that stuff, right? Because if you keep depriving of a lessons like that, you're depriving him of ability to learn. That's how guys learn. Guys learn from mistakes. Like every businesses, right? Every business venture, every mistake, every failure, right? Every failure of a business, a guy's learned from his failure and he started another business, and he learned from his mistake not to do the same thing over again. And that's how you improve yourself. And that's how he improves himself, by learning from his lessons, right? So you have to let guys take charge. If you're a woman, right? If you for some reason you listen to my podcast, but understand, guys. Don't listen to your wife, man. If she thinks it's a bad thing, if she thinks it's a bad thing, who to say what she thinks is the right thing as well? She could be wrong as well, right? She could be wrong as well, right? Just because she having a heart that might be the wrong decision, who to say the thing that she thinks is the wrong decision is the wrong decision? Maybe you're right at some point. Maybe you're making a decision, but you never know unless you make the decisions, right? You never know unless you take that step forward. You never know until you actually move to that one location you want to move to. You don't know how it's like. If it's a mistake to move there, hey, oh well, go back to the drawing board, do it over again, right? But if you make whatever it is the right decision, okay, those are the right decisions. No harm's done, right? As long as nobody get hurt or harmed, that's what it is. But at the end, a woman had to let the guy make the decision. He's the deciding factors. If he don't make the decision, he feel obsolete. He feel useless, right? A lot of men feel what? Emasculated in a lot of relationships, because women make the decision all the time. The financial decision, right? The financial decision, the housing decision, the school choices, the educational system. Sometimes you have to revert back and let him make the decision. Right? And if you're not a strong suit in certain areas, right, that's fine, okay. Let your wife do the decision. But as for me, I want to make all the decisions, because I want to lead, right? If you want to let your wife, if you are weak in one decision, I say improve yourself in that part, in that department. Try to do better, right? But if you're not good in that area, like finance, anything, right, and you let your wife deal with all that stuff, you're basically saying you're the beta male in that situations. You have to do better, right? Better yourself. If you weak in finance, learn to do finance better. Learn from other friends. Ask advice here and there, then apply it. But at the end of the day, you should already know these kind of things, and you should already take charge, right? Be in a relationship. You should already get your shit together, right? If you don't have your shit together, why are you in a relationship in the first place, right? You're not supposed to let your wife lead you. You're supposed to lead your wife and lead your family, right? Don't hesitate to take risks. Don't hesitate to make decisions, right? Now, if you ask for opinion, that's fine. But ultimately, you're making that risk. You're the deciding factor, right? But you don't want to apply that much pressure to her, because most women right now, most women don't know how to handle pressure. That's why they make. I don't want to say in a disparaging way. That's why they're not optimal candidate to be in this high pressure position in life. CEOs, all these stuff, right? People like to use like anomaly CEOs. Oh, what about this girl? Well, there's only one figure out of all the millions of CEO out there, right? I'm talking about in general. Women in leadership. Look at all the failed women police chief right now, right? In every major city, there's a female police chief, and they're failing the cities. In every cities with a female mayor, they're failing the cities. What's that? San Francisco, LA, female mayors. Chicago used to be female mayors, right? Houston, they're about to be a female mayor, right? Not yet. I don't know, but you know what I'm saying? Look at all these examples. It's all going down. It's all trash. When you put these people in this prominent position, they do not know how to take pressure that well. Now, why you want to put that much pressure onto your wife? Right? Your wife's supposed to be pressureless. Now you put her in a tougher situation. She's supposed to have no worries. Her only worries is take care of the kids, feed you, right? Nurture the kids, take care of the home. That's it. Women do not want more stress on them. But no, we have a lot of beta males that like to let their wife in charge, let the wife take care of stuff. Like, I think that's the worst thing to do, because when you do that, you're depriving yourself of experiences, and experiences bring wisdom. And when you depriving yourself of experiences, you're depriving yourself of wisdom, and then you're depriving yourself of knowledge. As you get older, then there's certain things you're lacking, right? Failure, those are experiences and lessons that you need to know. That's why it's wise to take risks in business, right? You will never know unless you take these chances. You never know unless you take out the loans, buy these houses, invest. You don't know. Everything's a risk in life, right? But you never know unless you take those risks. You never know, like you like a girl, right? And you see her from a distance. See her at the opposite side of the bar. She's cute to you, right? But you're only fantasizing her about your expectations, like what it would be if I actually go out there and ask her. But you never know if you don't go out there and just ask her or talk to her, right? You would never know. You never gain that experience of talking to women. That's why a lot of guys, right, are so socially awkward. Especially guys these days that's always on computer games, online. Most guys, these programmers, right? They lack social skills because they're constantly on the computer. That's why they have money, right? These computer nerds. They have money, but when it comes to talking to women, they're socially awkward because they don't have this communication skills, right? When you have money, you also have to have game too, or else your woman that you're with will walk all over you and take all your millions. This happened to a lot of rich entrepreneurs, right? It happened to many rich entrepreneurs when they marry these gold digging wives. Right? You have to take risks by talking. Right? By talking to people, you improve your communication skills. This is why a lot of women keep saying, "Oh, I want him to communicate better." This is one reason why guys are lacking in that area, especially the beta male, simp male. Right? They're the worst communicator out there. They lack communication skills. They don't know. They don't got game. Right? What there's two elements to this: money and game. If you don't have game, it doesn't work out. You either have both, or you can be abused. You by these gold diggers, right? And most of these guys out there, these computer nerds, they're being ran through by these women out there just taking them for their money and having a field day because they have the money to attract a woman, but they're attracting the wrong women because they don't have game. They're using their money to attract women instead of using their game, their ability to communicate. But I digress on that part. I want to bring back to the risk factor, right? You have to take risks, right? You have to make choices. Don't let the woman make the choice for you, right? Because these risks will give you valuable experience in life. And you need those experiences to live on through life to make the right choices. If you don't, you only deprive yourself. And don't let a woman make the decision for you. Right? She's depriving you. She's robbing you of experiences. Just let her be whatever she had to do, and don't tell her all these things that you're going through. Don't tell her all your business proposition. You're applying more pressure to her. It's unfair to a woman. Women don't know how to handle these pressures. Right? It's very unfair. So when it comes to business, just leave it up to you. Unless you make the mistakes, then you learn from it. But on that note, guys, let me know. Do you agree with what I just said, or you disagree? Leave a comment below. If you like my content, and you want to support my channel, I drop videos daily. You can like, share, and subscribe. Share, subscribe is a plus for me, especially subscribe. But on that note, guys, as always, thank you for listening, and peace and blessings.